Up next, I'm going to introduce Mr. Toby Thomason. Toby Thomason is from Denton, Texas. Toby started calling in 1973 and received his 50-year calling award last year at the 2023 CALLERLAB convention. Toby will be presenting certificates to the 50 years of calling recipients.
Hang on a second. Hello, a big hand for Toby Thomason.
Howdy. Just want everybody to know where I come from. I come from Texas. God bless Texas. But tonight is my privilege to award or to mention the list of names of recipients for the 50th half-century certificates. This certificate is awarded to caller members who have been calling for 50 years or more. The first awards were made at Baltimore in 1986 and have been awarded annually since then. A total of 298 CALLERLAB members have received the half-century certificate. Of the 110 current CALLERLAB members who have previously received this award, 27 are attending this year. Would these callers and their partners please stand as I call their name and remain standing so that we may recognize them. And of course, you know the drill. No clapping until all of them is introduced. Well, the first one on the list is me. How about that? I'm top of the list. I've been calling for 51 years, and my beautiful partner for nearly 56 years is Judy, standing right there. Tom Mahoney, 52 years. John Carlton, 53 years. Phil Farmer, 53 years. Bob Gaunt, 54 years. Larry McCapes, 54 years. Daryl Clendenin, 55 years. John Marshall, 55 years. Tom Crisp, 56 years. Mike Prescott, 56 years. Jerry Junk, 58 years. Hal Barnes, 59 years. Ray Brinzy, 59 years. Ed Foote, 59 years. Don Beck, 60 years. Naru Okamari, 60 years. Dave Harry, 61 years. Mike Seastrom, 61 years. Betsy Gata, 62 years. Daryl Lipscomb, 63 years. Masu Wada, 63 years. Mike Callahan, 64 years. Kip Garvey, 64 years. Wade Driver, 67 years. John Jones, 69 years. And the best one of all, Milton Luttrell, 75 years. These callers have over 1,500 years of calling experience. Quite a bit. Two members attending this convention received their 50-year certificate by mail in the year they reached this milestone. This is the first convention we've had the opportunity to honor them by name at a convention. Would these callers and their partners please stand as I read your names and remain standing so that we may recognize this achievement. Tim Crawford, Canada, received in 2021. Pat McBride, Colorado, received in 2022. Give them a hand. Tonight I am pleased to award 6 half-century certificates to callers who have reached this momentous milestone this year. Would these members join me on the stage? Rick Gittleman began calling in 1974. John joined CALLERLAB in 1983. Rick Hampton began calling in 1974 and joined CALLERLAB in 1991. Tony Oxendine began calling in 1974 and joined CALLERLAB in 1978. Bob Stern began calling in 1974 and joined CALLERLAB in 1978. Carol Teal began calling in 1974 and joined CALLERLAB in 2019. Tim Teal began calling in 1974 and joined CALLERLAB in 1991. 81, excuse me. No, it says 91 here. So I'll read what it says.
Rick. All of you take 2 steps this way.
One behind you.
Rick, this way.
Put Miss Carol in the middle.
That's good. Thank you guys.
You want to come up? Hang on. Don't speak.
I don't quite know what to say. I can't believe that the time flew by this fast. And I can't imagine my life without square dancing and all the lovely square dancers that have made my career so successful. And I just can't thank you guys enough, and I love you guys.
I woke up still not dead again today. Yeah, last 10 years have been kind of exciting. I did attend my first CALLERLAB in Chicago in 1984, by the way. Anyway, but it's crazy that the young guys are now the 50-ish guys. But thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Child Bride. Thank you, Shauna Carey, for you just generally being you.
This is way cool. The coolest thing for me is the signature. That's it.
Being vertically challenged, I look up to all of you callers. Going for glare.
Oh my God.
I'm kind of like Rick. I don't know what my life would be without square dancing. My mom and dad danced before I was born, so I've been around it all my life. Started dancing as a teenager, calling as a teenager, and I'm sure square dancing probably kept me out of jail and out of a lot of trouble. Because as a kid, that's all I cared to go do was square dance. And I really appreciate what square dancing activity and the people have given me, and I hope I've given you some of that back. And the fact that I've called 50 years makes me old. I was trying not to say that, and I wish you wouldn't. Thank you very much.
You know, one thing I was going to say on that board, it says everything is bigger in Texas. Doesn't say it's taller, just says it's bigger. I ain't tall, I'm just big, that's all. There are 8 additional active CALLERLAB members who have earned this half-century award this year. Although they are unable to attend the convention, we would like to honor them by announcing their names. Certificates will be mailed to them immediately following this convention. And they are Randy Dibble, Aaron Gordon, Norman Schaefer, William Allen Snell, Daryl Sprague, Bucky Tinney, Gary Titus, and Matt Worley. If you know any of these callers, please recognize them or congratulate them next time you see them. Thank you.